Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one rated sportsbook app out there. I'm your host, Rudo, joined by AJ Haefele and Blaze Hunter as the Avs get back to Dr. Dubs for the 1,000th time in their history as a club. Took a couple more games than they would have liked to get to win number 1,000 this year, I think, but they get the job done. They shut out the Sharks 3-0. And Phillipp Grubauer had to make one real quality save in this entire hockey game. Two? You gave him two? All right.
Yeah, two, and they were back-to-back. It was the first one, and then it's rebound.
Okay, good. Yeah, the power play in the third period. Yeah.
It's pretty quiet and calm back there. It's a little different feeling, right, for Avs fans?
Where the hell are you?
Where am I?
He's in the second studio.
I'm in set B.
Studio B.
I haven't seen it since it got actually done up.
Yeah.
So, why aren't we in Studio B? Are we in Studio B tomorrow?
Probably.
No, you can be if you want to be, but no.
It's pretty sweet. Like all the stuff up here. There's no dog. There's no king dogs or god dogs. But
are you melting though? It was warm today.
No, we fixed
it. Oh, all right. Studio B's dope then.
Oh, that's all I'd heard about it was that it was a nightmare because there was an airflow problem.
No, we fixed the air. It's all working. We will be going live from there, especially during the playoffs. But tomorrow I have you guys in the regular studio, which our draft guys are on right now. But if you guys want Studio B, we'll go Studio B.
You're the boss. I just go where I'm told.
Pretty much.
I sit where I'm told. Fine. I was just curious. All of a sudden I'd look down and was like, there aren't any weird dog pictures. What's going on here?
Look, a couple of different storylines in this game. First of all, Avs get a bunch of dudes back in Donskoi, Grubauer, obviously, and then Rantanen. Rantanen goes off. Grubauer gets a shutout, and we saw the final form of Cale Makar, perhaps, tonight.
The 5-shot shift was something interesting.
I love that shift so much because it was with the fourth line, and the fourth line looks around at who they have on the ice, and every single one of them is like, "Yep, okay, we're gonna give it to Makar.
Defer to that guy. Defer to that guy. Defer to that guy."
So definitely they knew who was boss as far as the offensive production. Makar, a goal and an assist. Mikko had 3 points. It's funny how you add some high-end talent to the lineup, and all of a sudden they look pretty good. I don't know.
It's very weird. It's so weird.
Playing the Sharks probably didn't hurt either. Let's be honest.
Let's roll into the things we really want to talk about first.
Yeah.
Which is let's talk about the injuries.
Okay. You didn't want to bury the lead?
Yeah.
I mean, it's what the majority of the show is gonna end up being about anyway.
Yeah, for sure. So
I didn't have a problem with Nazem Kadri tonight.
Yeah,
I think at this point people are looking for problems.
Agreed.
I really didn't have a strong objection. He made a couple of nice attempts to get his teammates involved, which has really been something I haven't liked. He breaks even in shot share. It's fine. Not great. Wasn't his best game. But I just
a weird, definitely not the story of this game for sure.
Yeah.
But you can take it for these games, right? Like against the Sharks before the playoffs. Like hopefully he's just working that stuff out, getting all the kinks out, and comes back to form right as the playoffs start.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell you who got some kinks out tonight. Connor Timmins, man.
My God, that dude was moving tonight.
Dude, Connor. This is the Connor Timmins that we've been hyping up for the last couple of years.
Yep.
Where it was like, just trust.
Yeah.
The guy has better than what you've seen. Okay. Stop writing guys off after 10 or 15 freaking games. Let's see what the kid can do. That finally. We saw this is Connor Timmins.
The offensive confidence. Yep.
Easily the best game from him where you're not putting an asterisk next to it and saying, look, he did these three great things, but
had these two disaster plays also.
Awful turnovers that turned into scoring chances or breakaways or whatever, right? Like Connor Timmins just looked like they just kept feeding him ice time and he was like, Give it to me. Just let's roll. Let's roll. I'm feeling it tonight. It was so much better from him. And on a night they needed it. They lose Ryan Graves in the first period.
Yep.
Anybody have like a real problem with the cane elbow? I thought it was totally an inverted.
100% not on purpose. Yeah. The one angle where it shows he's clearly just trying to get his stick to set up a shot. It just happened. Freak thing.
Okay. So we're cool on that one. The Girard hit, anybody have a problem?
I mean, it's a gray area though, right? Where it's in a weird position, but it almost looks like his feet kind of came up from underneath him.
Was happening. Let's be real, like he's deep on his edges.
Yeah.
My only within the game, it's kind of I don't really have a problem with it. But my question is, why are we here? The Sharks season is for all purposes over. This game, they're down 2-0 in the third period. Do you really?
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that these games are stupid, and we should just go straight to the playoffs. I'm tired of watching teams play the last 8 to 10 games of a season after they've clinched, and they screw up their playoff chances because of some stupid shit that happens in a game that doesn't even matter. And we don't. For all we know, Girard is 100% fine, and it's no big deal. But
I think it's a hard luck thing that happens when you play hockey. I don't think it's particularly dirty. He's playing hard. He's paid to play hard.
Yeah. Again,
I don't have like a really big issue with. I just don't have an issue with the guy playing hard.
And there's like if this game is 4-0, if they have scored another couple goals, that play doesn't happen because the game is over and the Sharks know they can't get back in it. But
maybe LeBanc eases up a little bit. But either way, I think this is just a hard luck thing. I don't think it didn't strike me as particularly dirty. I think that he might have leaned on him a little bit.
I do think he did, but it's not. There's no penalty there. It's just one of those plays. Yeah,
I don't have any problem with Nathan McKinnon not liking it because at full speed he's protecting his teammate who he now sees crumpled up on the ice. But
you do have a problem with him engaging, right?
Do you think in that second? Do you think in that second and a half that Nathan McKinnon had to process everything that just happened, he's looking at it like, well, that was a pretty clean head. I don't think I'm going to defend my teammate on that. I don't know about that one. It's pretty important. No, he's like, F you, buddy. What are you doing here? So I understand why McKinnon's mad. I really don't think Nathan McKinnon needs to be fighting. Think he needs to be fighting.
It's literally what I
really
just
don't
said.
think he needs to be fighting.
Why? With the Sam Girard thing, yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a freak play. I still don't like that the Avs ended up in that situation in a game that ultimately I don't think matters very much. Nathan McKinnon actively chose to throw his hands at people immediately after that, and you're just asking for a broken hand or an injury. And if Nathan McKinnon gets hurt, forget it. Just don't even play the playoffs.
I'm sure the coaching staff was just holding their breath the whole time as soon as that broke out. Like, let's not do this.
If you're gonna be fighting, be grappling. You are not a boxer. No boxing, sir. You are only allowed really aggressive hugging. Yeah, is it. That is your fighting window. Aggressive hugging. Only.
it's
and in the honor of it being draft day, you're allowed to tackle him. Do not throw your hands ever. Don't put your hands in a dangerous position. Throw another helmet. Take the helmet off. Toss it back to him. Get your 5 minutes that way. Do not throw hands. Because seriously, what? Oh, yeah. My boy went down. I got to defend him. Now I've broken my hand and I have missed the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Worth it. Way to go, tough guy. There is a bigger picture here. If you're going to be such a hostage of the moment all the time, bro, please take some kind of fucking training in the off season. Please take some kind of defensive martial arts. I don't mind sticking up for your boy. I love the instinct. There are a bunch of guys on your team that can handle that business. Don't be that guy. Oh.
It's like
I just have like nightmares. It's the same nightmare I used to have when they did the burgundy and white game of them like
just murdering each other. Yeah,
like back in the day, like Matt Duchene like blowing a knee out and dicking around in the blue and the white game, and the whole thing goes up in flames before you get started for something that doesn't matter.
Who was it? It was some like no-name guy. It wasn't an NHLer, but he had to like get stretchered off at one of the burgundy and white games, like one of the last ones. I forget who it was, but yeah, you're just asking for trouble when you're fighting your own team, right?
Well, and like as I'm saying, like McKinnon didn't do any of that. So if you're going to fight, like this is the kind of fight that you have. It was aggressive hugging. It's fine. Some tackle, like, there was a tackle involved. It's good. This is fine, but got away with it. Especially in a game with 2 injuries already. You're like, bro.
Thank you for the super chat, Cody. Enjoy the shot of whatever it is you're drinking.
And then I mean, not only that, but it's a 2-0 game, and Nathan McKinnon takes himself out for 7 minutes of it. Like,
if you're trying to open doors, they're down to 4 defensemen, and Nathan McKinnon's out of the game.
It's a really, really, really quick.
I mean, it's
situationally, it's a really questionable thing, but it's like you also consider like heat of the moment. You have an A on your chest. Your dude just went down. Like it's a completely understandable human reaction.
Just don't take the gloves off, dude.
Me logic braining it, sitting in my basement of my house, being like, no, it's so easy for me to do.
I hear you, but also like if you're an assistant coach, like McKinnon shows up at practice tomorrow, and they're like, don't make me super glue your gloves to your hands, man.
Yeah, like there should it definitely, it'd be like that scene from The Replacements when they put the glue on the wide receiver's hands and they stick them.
Yeah,
stick them. Yeah.
Put that on the inside of his gloves. Just don't tell him that thing slides on. All right, let's do this. For you guys in the chat talking about Justin Barron, his contract doesn't start till next year. He's on an ATO.
Yeah,
he's not coming up.
They would have to sign him and then
theoretically
burn the contract.
Yeah, there would have to be a lot of things. I can't remember a time that anybody ever like signed a contract for starting the next year and then was like,
then they decided to use
just kidding. Let's start it this year. We need this guy.
I do think it was a bit of a visceral reaction too, right? Because at that point, when McKinnon fought, Graves had already gotten hurt. You're worried about Sam, even if you didn't know for sure yet.
Yeah.
And you had literally just gotten Mikko Rantanen back in the lineup.
And Donskoi and Grubauer.
Yeah, and you're like, please stop.
Well, and like you're still missing Brandon Saad.
Right. Who apparently has a bruised foot.
Yeah, like Kiefer Sherwood is the guy coming out of the box on a breakaway because Brandon Saad is still hurt.
There is a weird play. We'll talk about it a little bit more probably on the other side of this break. But first, we have our DraftKings pick of the week. Evan went with it tonight. It didn't work. I'm taking it for tomorrow's game. Nazem Kadri plus 165 to score, man.
Run it back every night until it happens.
Just bet that until
that way when it happens, you'll be like, I called that. What's up?
I think he gets it tomorrow night. Kadri's due. Go over there on DraftKings Sportsbook. Put your bets down. If you're feeling really good, bet on first goal of the game, something like that, because those odds are like insane. Some dudes you get like plus 1,200 on, which I don't. Blaze, you like always pick Landeskog. You would have won tonight had you gone with him. So,
yep.
Hey, good opportunities tonight, out there. Shoulda.
I should have. Yeah, I lost out there.
Of course, you can always bet on a ton of other things, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, hockey, you name it, all over DraftKings Sportsbook. Well, wonder what there's no way there was a bet for the Broncos trading out of their second round picks, but
There was not.
you'd have made a lot of money if that was a bet. Either way, head on over there. They have amazing odds boosts every single day, and be sure to use code DNVR when you sign up to let them know we sent you over there. Check out all their cool stuff. Go get amazing rewards and be awesome. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. You get winnings paid out in free bets usually for their amazing new user odds boost. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. We are also brought to you by Illegal Pete's, who are back in business. They did shut down for a while during the whole pandemic thing. You know how it goes, but
Who didn't?
Exactly. They survived. They're back. We love that they're back as one of our sponsors. They have this amazing deal where you bring in your same-day ticket stub from any event in Denver, and they give you some free upgrades to your meal, ranging from a bunch of different options. Highly recommend their margaritas, by the way. Their burritos are also amazing. They have some of the best queso around. If you haven't had their queso yet, give it a try because absolutely delicious. Hit up your local Illegal Pete's today. And of course, check us out at thednvr.com. If you haven't signed up for a membership yet, great time to do it. We'll get to that in a second.
Call.
We'll get to that in a second. First of all, check out our content, not only here on YouTube, but also over at the website. Amazing stuff by AJ and Evan, as well as all of our other beats over there. If you sign up for an annual membership, you get the free shirt, the free mask, as well as a bunch of other awesome stuff, whether it be access to the DNVR lounge, big beers over at the DNVR bar. It's awesome. Come join us. And yeah, this is happening live, so let's just jump into this in the second period. The Coyotes just made it 2-0 against Vegas near the start of the third period.
And then got some nonsense, and Vegas is on the power play now. So this is where it starts.
We'll see if they can't hang on, help the Avs out a little bit. Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt for Vegas to take it.
Not at all.
If the Avs were to gain those 2 points and Vegas were to lose tonight, then the Avs still have a game in hand and still have a game against Vegas. So that would be the difference in the points in the West. So we'll see. In any case, sticking with this game for the Avs, I don't even think we set up a king of the game because I totally forgot to tell Allie to set up a king of the game. But who had the better?
We did not.
That's
we
fine.
did not. Well, I assumed we would just do one tomorrow.
We will, I'm sure. My point still holds, though. Who had the better game tonight? Cale Makar or Mikko Rantanen? Mikko, you think?
I do. I don't know.
Mikko's goal was the
I'm
empty
going
netter.
Cale.
Yeah, I don't know. Cale was freaking crazy tonight.
Phenomenal tonight. Phenomenal.
That
I'm
one,
going Cale.
That one shift alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'll go with Cale.
Talked himself into it.
Yeah. That's just what we saw from Mikko tonight is like standard Mikko. This was like steroided up Cale.
Yeah.
Like this was like special sauce Cale.
Had the mayo chicken, is what you're saying.
Dude, it was
Came out on fire.
Yeah.
I tweeted about him twice in the first 4 minutes and was like, this dude's feeling it.
Yeah.
And then it just got to a different level where I was like, I don't even know what level what to call this.
Dude, it was like he wasn't even playing the same game out there in the second period after he'd scored his points and everything. Like there were shifts in the offensive zone where he's like, yeah, I'm just going to one-hand this puck at the blue line, casually drag it over here and flip it down. And it's like, what? Am I watching a beer league game? And this dude is just like a pro? What is happening?
Like there were times where he was doing some things where you're just like, you just don't see guys do this in the NHL.
Yeah.
It was like his last year in college if you watched any of those games, it was like, this dude is a man, like an NHL star playing in college hockey right now, just blowing dudes up, like just making people look silly. Like it's just his day in the office. It's ridiculous.
He's a monster. I don't even know I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah.
Mikko played great as well. Picked up his 3 points because why not? It's Mikko Rantanen returning from some time off. It's just what he do. Beyond that, yeah. That's
could have been better too. Like he misses an open net.
Yeah, right.
Although like it's a super sharp angle and he's falling down. So that's not quite the same as like some of the open nets we've seen Burakovsky and Kadri miss over the last month or so.
Yeah.
But this was, oh my gosh. This was a game where you're reminded that as much as we talk about Makar and McKinnon like being like the special talents, that Rantanen has always just kind of been there, and it's always been tough to quantify. Like you look at the points and you're like, this guy's super special, and then you see him in some games the way that he can kind of just drift through games,
and he ends up with 2 points somehow.
Yeah, and like some of the points come and you're just like, okay, I'm not trying to discount the points, but this is kind of crazy. Like he just doesn't really do much, and he just had a 9-point week, and and like like it's always been kind of, he's always been kind of challenging to evaluate because of that tendency, and he's in position to just collect points for like Mixon, like Donskoi got an assist tonight that it's like, okay, tell me what happened. What did he do on that play? Like he gave it to a guy who gave it to a guy who did something awesome. And you're like, LOL, like hockey scoring, right? But oh my gosh, it was just so.
Chat, I don't think you can afford banana pants.
Tonight was visceral. Like Rantanen dominated.
He did.
He was doing awesome stuff all over the ice. Like almost never do you see Nathan McKinnon drift into the background, and it's totally fine. That line just rolls along, and it's because Rantanen was just moosing it up, and then you combine that with Makar, and you're like, okay, well the Avs are just like back to their superstar stick, right? Except it just wasn't Nathan McKinnon this time, and we're just not used to seeing that.
I can't. I think AJ's price was like an obscene amount of money. I'll wear banana pants for like cheap, but people don't want to see me wear banana pants.
For like $350, you're wearing banana pants?
Yeah, sure. If people give us $350, I'd happily wear banana pants. But people don't care about my banana pants.
It's all AJ.
Yep. AJ, last time I think he said like 10 grand or something. So I don't think Jack can afford that one.
And if you can, do not spend it on that. Although I will say, if somebody sends us $10,000, I am absolutely fighting everybody in our company for a piece of it, because those pants aren't going to cost that much money. Like
you're gonna spend gold, AJ.
You're gonna spend $10,000. You're gonna spend $10,000 to watch me dress up a banana pit. Like, dude, like go like help out a local charity of some kind. Like go get an apartment for a homeless person. Like, go do something meaningful with that money. Don't throw that at me.
Anyway,
it's all good and well, but that's
okay. Next question: who cares the least about Nathan McKinnon no longer having his shot and point streak? Is it Nathan McKinnon?
Probably.
Yeah,
I would say dude, he does not. Yeah. He's not going to care at all. 263 straight games. He doesn't give a shit. It was a cool thing. It was a cool thing, and it took special circumstances to even get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He cares about the W, right?
Yeah.
He's all good. Yeah. He's not.
If he cared that much about the W, he wouldn't take himself off the ice for 7 minutes.
Oh, he was being selfish out there, huh? Standing up for his teammate.
It was about him. It was the Ryan Getzlaf thing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, all right.
It was about grudge settling. He actually has a thing with Kevin LeBanc. They have the world's quietest rivalry. They're actually Ken and Ryu.
Someone at second intermission went up to McKinnon and was like, "So you're the favorite to win the Lady Byng again, huh?" And he was like, "Nope."
Well, isn't he like leading the Avs in penalty minutes now?
Something like that.
He just wants to ragdoll fools out there. That's like his finishing move. Like if he was in Mortal Kombat, that would be his finishing move. Like finish him, and then you just like ragdoll him down onto the ice.
See, his finishing move would be he would be his fatality in Mortal Kombat would be ripping the guy's head off and then tossing it back to his body.
Wow, I love it. Get it in there, Nathan McKinnon. I think that was. I don't want to say
somehow Liam O'Brien is leading the Avs in penalty minutes.
Oh my God! Of course, found a way.
Although I don't know if this counts tonight.
Would Nate catch him with the 7 penalty?
He would. If he had this, if it's not counting tonight, then he actually passes him up.
There you go. There you go. He figured it out one way or another. Kind of an easy night for McKinnon, as you mentioned, AJ. He didn't have to do a lot tonight, and it was perfectly fine. This I don't think anyone will be shocked by this, but Avs power play looked pretty good with Mikko and Donskoi back on it.
Maybe so. My only point of contention here, because it looked awesome, right? My only point of contention is like I love the little game that they have, the little 2-man game with Rantanen and Donskoi to create that shot. I loved it a lot less when it was Burakovsky and Comfort. But when it's those two cats, I'm a big fan of it.
Yep.
I'm not
such a big fan of it that they need to do it on every single attempt.
Yeah.
Like, it should exist as a thing in the back of their mind to keep them honest, not so much we're going for this. Like, if that's your go-to power play move, you're removing McKinnon and Makar from the equation completely. And I have some questions about that. Because if it's your go-to move, then Donskoi and McKinnon need to swap places.
Yeah, you won't hear an argument from me on that one.
Maybe have that be your go-to move, and when it misses the net completely, have Donskoi go retrieve the puck, and then they can switch again. But I was like, okay, like I love that you guys like this play, and then it keeps working. But one of the reasons it keeps working is because you're never scoring on it. You're never scoring on it because the guy is blindly firing a one-timer somewhere in a direction. He has half a second to try and shoot that puck, and it's not like one of your traditional spots to fire a one-timer, and it doesn't have like a traditional alignment there. He's looking at the dude, and then he's got a turn, and he's got a one-time, and it's a little. All right.
We have the
it's not coming on net
of Puerto Rico play for the second unit. We're gonna just start calling that play the yeet. Because he's just yeeting that puck in that general direction.
It's true, dude. He really there's one guy who has scored on that play this season. And it's freaking Nazem Kadri. Although I will say Donskoi might have scored on it during that 3-week stretch where everything that he shot went in.
Right.
Yeah.
He might have had one of those go in. But there were so many goals for him.
He kind of did, right? On that, the puck bounced off someone and he did the YOLO spin from the middle of the ice. And that puck went.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not quite the same, but pretty much the same. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway. Okay. So we got one of those, but otherwise that's Kadri. Making it primarily the thing that you do with Donskoi. It's
yeah.
Just switching it up on the power play.
And I like that part. Again, I like the play. It's effective. It's getting shots. It's getting a quality shot at that.
I did,
but it's not That's not your go-to, guys.
I did want to talk about the defense as well, as we have the shot chart here for the Sharks. And
Draw the home plate.
Yeah, what is the force field that is erected around the Avalanche net here, man?
When we talk about the home plate area as like where you want to be to score goals, if you draw that home plate around Colorado's net, there's like the zit behind the goal. That would be the thing the only thing that's encroached
inside of it. Yeah.
And that's straight up just like bad luck pimple day. That is
the whole
not
plate,
meaningful.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there. That is, my goodness.
Yeah. And keep in mind, they played a lot of this with 5 defensemen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that this is the Phillipp Grubauer effect, but weird how comfortable they all looked playing in front of him again. After he hasn't played
one game into the last 26 days before tonight.
Yeah, one game in a month, and it's like, it's just I don't want to attribute all of this to Phillipp Grubauer's magical presence powers, but it is kind of odd that it looks like this in his very first game back.
Yeah.
Funny.
Well, he doesn't give up those juicy rebounds either, right? So like you take away some of those shots that you would see inside of the home plate there. I mean, he's just so calm back there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's elite goaltending versus backup goaltending.
I mean, it's just a trust thing, like AJ said.
Yeah.
We didn't see any crazy 2-on-1s that the Avs gave up either, because they're not gripping their sticks. They're not worried about it on the back end.
They're also playing the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
And like they've spent their last, like, it's been Vegas, it's been St. Louis. Like they've been playing like quality opponents here. So you want, like, you're balancing all of this, right? Some of this is the magical presence powers of like Grubauer exists. The defense is like, we can relax now. We trust this guy.
And some is they're playing the San Jose Sharks.
Some of this is that it's the San Jose Sharks who are booty.
Yeah. So the Avs erected a force field around their net. Ladies, if you want to take down the force field around your net, Manscaped has a great product for you. Head on over to manscaped.com and use code DNVR20.
Did you just straight up reference pillow pants?
I'm too tired for this.
Look, their products work. I don't know what to tell you, whether it be the Lawnmower 3.0 or you need some toner, some deodorant, whatever, they got you covered, both above and below the belt. They'll take care of it. You know what? Get people into the home plate area. It works. I don't know what else to say. DNVR20 is the code. Manscaped.com is the place. Buy their Perfect Package 3.0. Help support our partners.
I really thought that you were going to work hard to work the Cale Makar 1 minute of domination into.
I totally thought when you guys started saying kinks, I was like, oh God, he's going to say something about kinky and Manscaped. I was ready for it. I was like, oh no.
So you gotta catch them blindsided on occasion. All right. You can't take the obvious route every night. She's thrown me off the show before. It is fine.
The real ones know all about pillow
really
pants.
bad.
I don't know what pillow pants are. Yeah, you referenced that. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I'm not talking about it in public. No.
Okay.
There will be no explanation.
It's one of those things. All right.
You guys can YouTube that on your own. You guys can have the same look on your face as Randall.
I could probably guess to a certain extent there.
I bet you can.
To get us out of this conversation, we're also brought to you by Gabi Insurance. That's gabi.com/DNVR. Check them out. Completely free to use to see how much you can save on your home and auto insurance. Average users save $961. So why not jump on it right now? Because you can save a ton of money. As the chat has just completely lost their minds. Gabi.com/DNVR. Do it. Save yourself a ton of money. It's super easy. Bunch of us here at DNVR have saved multiple $100s. So why not? And Also brought to you by the Colorado XOs, who just keep winning, by the way. They're 5-1 now. So turns out their idea to bring in other sports athletes and have them play rugby is working pretty darn well at this point. Football players might be pretty good at generally running with a ball down a grassy field. So go check it out. Watch them at the DNVR bar on weekdays. We do have watch parties on occasion. You can also check out more about them and the park at infinitypark@glendale.com. Check out Colton Strickler on Twitter, the DNVR Rugby Twitter account. Go follow all of that to keep up with all of the rugby stuff. Even if you're new to the sport, Colton has 101 pods, so you can learn about the game and, of course, a lot of behind the scenes in a locker room type stuff as well. He makes really awesome stuff, part of the DNVR fam. So if you haven't checked it out, go look at him and his awesome stuff. Third period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Was this as easy of a win as it seemed? Like, outside of the obvious injury problems, it seemed really easy.
The reaction. So I wish everybody could have, like, maybe not been part of it, because we don't want that shit getting out to the public, but at least seeing how calm we all were after the Vegas loss, because we all hung out on StreamYard for like an hour after the show ended, just kind of chilling. And it was like we were all completely unbothered by it. The Avs played pretty well. They got horrible goaltending. We were all totally unmoved by the loss. It was like, whatever. There was a big old asterisk next to it because of the COVID guys. It was a super duper like whatever. But this was like as standard and as like they got up. They never really allowed San Jose to push anything back. The one goal that San Jose scored, like, it would not have been scored had it been called on the ice correctly, clearly, because it was obviously offside, which is why the Avs challenged it. Like, as soon as that goal was scored, the Avs bench was like, pick up an iPad, bro.
Yeah.
And like, they reviewed it, and it was like, they took one look at it. It was like one look at the blue line cam.
They were like,
oh
yeah,
this is out.
For sure. Yeah.
And that was, and they were done. And like, that's it, dude. Like, they didn't, there was no push.
Yep.
There was no big and I mean, we're being honest here. Like, Martin Jones had a decent game here because this could have been a lot worse. Martin Jones got a little lucky. The Rantanen missing the empty net while falling down. Pretty good fortune for him. Some fat rebounds that got kicked out to nobody. Where, if there's a dude there, that's you're a lot more concerned about it. So it was, it was fine. Like, there was no emotion to this. It was just taking care of business. Way more concerned about what happens on the back-to-back stuff.
Yep. I mean, getting into that, do we expect to see Dubnyk in net tomorrow night?
I would play Grubauer.
You just ride him, let it go.
He's been sitting for a month. He doesn't have to play every game the rest of the year, but he faced 21 shots tonight. I'd rather get this cat into a little bit of a rhythm, work him a little.
Didn't exactly break a sweat back there either.
Yeah, play him both of these games. Let me see. Let me pull up their schedule real quick. When the last back-to-back is the end of the season, right?
Correct.
There's no other back-to-back in there?
I'd have to check the schedule changes to confirm, but I believe that's
right.
There
is next weekend.
Yeah,
perfect. Okay, so I would play, back to my original plan, I would play Grubauer tomorrow, and then I would play him the next two games, Monday and Wednesday against San Jose, sit him for the first game in LA, play him on the second game at LA, play him against Vegas, play him in the first game against LA,
sit him for the last game of the season.
Yeah. That's exactly what I would do. I would play him both games. He's been sitting for a month. You can't rest, fatigue. The guy he barely broke a sweat tonight. Can we pull up that graphic again? He barely broke a sweat tonight. Look at that thing. It might as well be a big smiley face from Grubauer.
Oh my goodness.
I'd play him at both.
Sure. Why not? The bigger question is, is it really that big of a question? How do you fill the two open defensive spots? Middleton and Renouf?
How would we do it, or how are they going to do it?
What is it going to be in the real world?
Okay, so we know it's going to be Keaton Middleton.
Yep.
There's no way they're gonna find a way to not play Keaton Middleton for some reason. There's a love affair there. So I'm fully expecting Keaton Middleton, and then I would play Sam Girard because he's going to be totally fine.
Yeah,
please be totally fine.
Speak it into existence.
Please be totally fine.
He's fine. He's fine. Those hurt.
Here's Evan's tweet from the post game presser on the matter.
Well, did you hear him this morning?
Yeah,
the information highway that we've apparently been living on all season is now over.
For the competitive advantage.
Yeah, there will no longer be any information about lineups.
Yeah.
He literally said you'll have to wait for the start of the game to figure it out.
They're both day to day.
Bro, you are Avs PR's perfect coach. Yeah, I meant more like
my smiley face.
I meant more like it being sideways.
Yeah, in the Avs zone.
Using the face-off dots as the eyes and using the actual thing as like a Joker smile. But this is art.
I had to do as fast as I could. I just made a smiley face for you.
This is Allie has put in like probably 18 hours of work on the NFL draft in the last 2 days. So.
Yes, this is delusional Allie at this point.
I'd like to know how I got these scars.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Avs win easy. Tomorrow we'll see. Would Dan Renouf take the other defensive spot, or are you betting on Kyle Burrows?
I'm hoping for Kyle Burrows, and I'm betting on Dan Renouf.
Yeah.
Although I will say, very sneaky possibility here should be Dennis Gilbert.
Yeah,
I've been liking him with the Eagles, man.
It's going to be a role where they're not going to get big minutes.
Yeah,
it's
and
not hard.
If somebody's going to go punch somebody, we know he's willing. It's fun.
It's fun.
And then when he sits out for 5 minutes, then Keaton Middleton can go punch the other guy that needs punching. It'll be fine. They're all week to week. Yeah. All the guys who are out are listed as officially, I don't know about officially, but week to week. 3-0 Arizona.
Let's go. Byron McDonald and Sod are week to week, but this game is over. Arizona will be winning.
Yeah, 2:37 to go. 3-0.
So the Avs move to within 4 points of Vegas.
Oh, I will tell you, Kyle Burrows laid a whooping on the guy that he fought, so he's allowed to fight too.
He did throw some mighty punches on that.
And you're not worried about him breaking his hands. He doesn't use them anyway. It's fine.
Oh man. So we'll see.
Good for you, Lawson Krause. Finally useful after all these years. And Christian Fisher's like first round bust line. This is fun.
Christian Fisher's second goal of the season.
Yeah, on like Krause's fourth assist or something.
Yeah, it's Christian Fisher that's his 7th point in 47 games. Still in bust territory a little bit there, but
yeah. So right now, with tonight's results, if Colorado takes advantage of their game in hand and beats Vegas, they're tied again.
There you go.
So
just that easy.
Sweet.
Well, and now the Avs are back up to a 2-point lead with a game in hand on Minnesota. So all of the freaking out that has happened over the last 48 hours is,
I saw some Fire Bednar tweets.
Oh my God.
Which is hilarious.
Banned from the show for even mentioning those. All I'm saying is my meme was on point today. All right.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Here you go, Chad. I'll show you. All right. It's just fine. Don't have to worry about it. If you're on the podcast, I'm not reading memes again. Sorry. You have to go watch the YouTube video.
Yeah.
People loved that.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yes, but they still love it.
On that note, be sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. That helps us out a ton. Highly recommend you check us out there. You can catch the videos after the fact as well. They're enshrined forever on YouTube. So if you want to listen to my stupid Manscaped reads or see AJ freak out about the Devon Taves trade, you can forever.
That's going to be my legacy. Like, I'll take that over it being like the lady who went into Target and like trashed all the masks and stuff and like had her whole life ruined. I'll take me reacting to the Devon Taves thing over that being my over like what her legacy ended up being.
Could be worse. Could be worse for sure. So final thoughts here. Avs just taking care of business. You expect more of the same tomorrow?
Second nights of back-to-backs are always interesting, man. They are literally NHL's YOLO mode. So I have no expectations. And personally, second night of a back-to-back for the rest of the year, they have 3 of them. They could lose all 3 of them, and I would probably just be like, okay.
No one ever gives us super stickers or whatever they're called. Yeah, we just get normal super chats. I think we've had 1 sticker ever on the Avs podcast.
What the hell is a super sticker?
It's like a super chat, but it's like a giant emoji that you can put on it instead, basically. And then like YouTube has some you can choose from. It's weird.
You broke AJ. AJ's broke all of a sudden.
It is the Sega Baba.
It is the Sega Baba.
It's the Sega Baba. A nickname I stole from the NBA and that hockey fans have not liked.
Dude, I love it. I don't care what
I
hockey
think
fans
it's great.
care about. Yeah. See, look, this is what it looks like in our streaming program that we use. It just says super sticker. Like,
okay.
I don't know what those look like.
All it says to us is super sticker.
I'd have to. I guess I could pull up the stream.
Oh, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I. All right. So one of them is a pair blushing, like straight out of like. All right. If I imagine that pair looks what I imagine Pillow Pants looks like.
Dude, you're gonna be surprised if you look up Pillow Pants.
I already looked it up. I already looked it up. Okay.
You've got to watch the actual clip.
Okay. Then
because it's horrifying.
A pair giving us a giant thumbs up.
Okay. Now I don't know if people are actually sending stickers or if they're sending super chats saying super sticker.
There's a pair that is wearing sunglasses and it says, "Hey you." Why are these all pairs? There's a pair working out and it says, "Keep it up." And then there's a pair that looks like it's on drugs that says "Cool." Yeah, I don't know why they're pairs either.
Yeah, look at these. These are animated and super cute. This is the stuff we talk about after they win.
I did something better.
Oh, God. Okay.
Is it better?
It's not what he was thinking, but it's better.
It's not what I meant at all, but it's also art.
Okay, well, at this one, I just don't even know. I tried. I really tried.
It honestly looks like those
eyes.
The eyes look like they're crying.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're crying eyes.
He's crying happy tears. Honestly, this image is really just me.
He's manic. He's smiling and crying at the same time.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
All right, put up the smiley face and then put up AJ's laughing face. I found a difference. All right,
I found my next tattoo. This is tremendous.
I'm glad.
And it even looks like they've got the smile. Even looks like it has Kale's like rosy cheeks on the ends of it.
Oh God! Thank you to everyone in the comments for saying beautiful art. I mean, I really worked hard on it. Honestly, the like happy tears, like that's me. The delusional, like smiling, happy kind of.
You know what the best
Here's
part
a
is too
joy.
is like the top of it looks like he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh my God, you're
It totally
right.
does.
Yeah.
This is wild.
The longer I look at this, the more unintentionally fantastic it becomes.
It's getting deeper and deeper.
God.
More super stickers, a hungry hippo eating a 1-up, a fox with a horrifying smile, and what looks like a golden peach that just looks like a butt to me.
I think that was the point of the butt.
It's a a
Oh.
peach, but it's
Oh
just
yeah,
a-
no, it's
okay.
For the other people
on.
who can't see.
the 1-up is cool though. I like that.
Yeah, that's
1-up.
like what you sext. If you want it, you just sext them the peach, all right, and then they know.
The 1-up was cool.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, look,
Where's
now
the-
Allie's showing them all to you.
What do we need all these for? What was wrong with the paperclip?
Yeah, I was fine before, but I don't know.
The paperclip was totally fine. We did not need to evolve beyond the paperclip.
It
And-
looks like you're
One of
trying to
those
give a
little-
super chat.
They're NFTs for chat.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
we got off the rails there.
Yeah.
Just-
yeah, I mean,
That's why.
Win. To be honest with you guys, win or lose, all we're doing is straight killing time until the postseason. I was thinking about this today, though, that I don't want. I don't want us to take totally for granted that like there's 8 of these things left, because we're all like focused, like, oh, whatever happens in the post, that's what we care about. Whoever they play, it doesn't matter. Whatever, right? But come the middle of August, we're going to be dying for some random game of any kind.
That is true. Yeah.
We're going to be dying. Like that's how you end up watching like that like WJC like practice tournament over the summer.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, which is like brutal hockey to watch.
I don't know. I fired up some 13-year-old hockey tournaments in Sweden. Shout out Svensk Hockey TV.
Yeah, right.
My
Like
guys.
this is what I'm saying. Like because if they like look, if they lose in the first round, which I'm still gonna say unlikely, but look, it's possible. You go into a tournament, you don't know what's gonna happen, right? A month from now, we're done.
Yep.
And we're all gonna hate it. So we're kind of in prime position to just enjoy the good things that happen over the next few weeks and not care about the bad things. They're gonna make the postseason. Statistically, they're probably playing Minnesota. Like whatever, right? Like whatever will happen, but that's where we are. We get to know that for the next 8 games. We get to know that that's the likeliest outcome, and that if things change, then they change. But otherwise, we're just chilling. We're not going to take any of these games too seriously. We're not taking any of this. You know, there won't be anything too high or too low until we get to the postseason. There's definitely, like, if they win the division and the night that they clinch it or whatever, yeah, that's going to be a good vibe night. Probably be at the bar having drinks for that one. It'll be a good one. But otherwise, I just want to emphasize, let's just enjoy the next 8 games. Let's have fun with it. Whatever happens, the season's coming down to an end, and we don't have to freak out about every single point. They're in the postseason. This is a rare position to be in. You're not overly concerned about positioning. You're either playing St. Louis or you're playing Minnesota. Whatever. It will be what it'll be. Seriously, I know I'm like Mr. Positivity these days, which is a weird place for me to be, but this is a cool place to be. It's going to be a good time. Whatever happens. I mean, obviously, if they lose 5 in a row, it's going to suck, and we're going to be like, wow, this sucks. But you cannot make too much either way of either any of the results for the next 8 games.
Yep.
It's going to be a good time. All of the people who have been tweeting at me for the last 2 days about how the Avs are too soft and they clinched the postseason and then they got too into their own, they're up their own ass, or they're too arrogant, and they stopped working, and they stopped trying, or they stopped caring, or they just chill, fam. It's all good. I promise you, almost none of, now injuries are a different thing, but what actually is going on in these games, almost none of it is going to be meaningful come postseason time. This is just survive to the end.
My man, we will see you at the bar for the playoffs, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be there tomorrow.
Yeah, we will be there tomorrow if you're local. Come on down and have a good time.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be an awesome night at the bar, so definitely come. We've got
huge Nuggets game tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep, right after.
We've got more NFL draft. We're going to be doing another live show up here, and then we've got the Avs game right after, and then right after, like in the middle of the Avs game, we've got the Nuggets game. We're doing post-game shows for all of them, of course, like always, but the bar's going to be popping, and like someone else said, the vibes will most likely be immaculate. So definitely come down. It's going to be a blast. And if you want to come down, I would say you guys, Avs fans, have the benefit or have better luck because the Avs game starts first. Nuggets fans will probably be showing up pretty early, though, because they know that Avs fans show up and they want spots. So definitely try and get here a little early if you're
a little jockeying for position here. So 6 o'clock start, 4 o'clock get down there.
It's fun time. I will say, I have to pull this up because it was my favorite and just very accurate. Where is it?
Smiley face. Here comes another smiley face.
It was the smiley face, but he said, "You have this face when the Avs win, but 2 more players get hurt," and it's just it's so true.
That sums it up right there.
It really does.
One eye looks like it's crying, and the other one looks like it's like a scar underneath.
Yeah. No, that's like. It's like the teardrop tattoo you get when you kill somebody in a game. Like,
and then the scar is the one that you get in the player creator to make your guy look more badass and war-torn and not like you just created a fresh new character. You want him to make sure he's seen some shit.
Billy here saying, "Thanks as always, you 4 always make my day."
Yeah, we appreciate all you so much showing out for us.
We love all of you guys. Thank you for watching along.
That's what Graves is going to be, AJ, when he comes back. He's going to look like a new player.
Yeah,
he's gonna have the bubble on.
Awesome.
Jeez.
So
someone said shout out to my shirt. Yes, go back.
Did any of them get drafted today?
You do not take me. How rude.
I mean, that's why we call him Rudo.
You haters. Get out of here.
No, seriously, did any of them get drafted today?
Oh, Buffs? No, not that.
Yeah, so just another day at the NFL draft.
That's fine. My shirt is dope. And the Buffs played their spring game today, and it was dope.
Any CSU guys get drafted today? No, of course
Definitely not.
It's the NFL draft.
Okay, we're going to get out of here for the night. Thank you, everyone, watching, listening, however you consume. We love all of you. Hope you have a good Friday night, and I guess we'll talk to you again tomorrow night.